What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Midnight Mass. Yes. Episode number 3, and through 2 episodes, this show has my brain all kinds of scrambled.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of just wacky shit going on. And we've got like miracles playing out where we've got Riley's parents, like his mom is like her eyesight is like getting better and his dad's back is feeling better.
Yeah. Hello, a child can now walk after being bound to a wheelchair.
That was just so, in the way like that whole situation was playing out, he was like, come get it. Backed away, come get it.
Well, and everybody's like, you're an asshole.
Like, what are you doing? This isn't
so mean?
Yeah, this isn't funny. And, like, the moment this dude just showed up, I just feel like so much weird, kind of mysterious stuff has played out. Yeah. Between the cats on the beach, seeing Monsignor Pruitt on the beach.
Running.
Like, this whole idea that he's supposed to be on the mainland and he's there, but he showed up with this giant trunk that was open, and I don't know. Like, the funny
creatures killing stuff.
Yeah, the funny thing is, because of the history with Flanagan between Hill House and Bly Manor, when I'm editing these, I'm like looking for something that's just like, is there a sign somewhere? Is something really off? Because he likes to kind of like bury some stuff into his content that is a massive reveal. I haven't seen or found anything yet, but I'm just waiting for like something interesting to just kind of pop up and be like, oh shit.
So
I haven't seen anything yet through the first 2.
My thought is you have to give something to get something. What was given so that these miracles could happen?
Yeah. I'm just fascinated by a lot of the stuff that is playing out. Some of it's very creepy. We've got Bev, who's just an absolute crazy person, it feels like, killing the dog. It was really obvious when you go back and watch it because you see the dress drop you see her outfit dropping the hot dog.
What a bitch.
And it's just like, she's a problem. And just her whole demeanor and the way she delivers her like words to people, it's like,
you a bitch.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what's up. And even Riley was like getting fired up about her when he was having his AA meeting with the new father. And
yeah, she convinced everybody to, settlement money for the oil spill and
like eliminated like more than half the population on the island. Like,
yeah,
and it is a really big mess.
Just magically created a rec center.
Yeah. Just that whole situation is wacky. Everything that's playing out so far is just so interesting, and the way that the story is being told, love it. Mm-hmm. I think it's so cool. All of the actors are doing their job of making things feel really interesting, and yeah, the story and the writing is really cool, and I'm super intrigued to see where this goes. I don't necessarily have any. I love trying to make predictions about where things are going. I don't currently have any right now. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm just trying to keep my eyes very close on certain details as I'm editing. Obviously watching it very carefully while we're watching, but being able to edit, I could go frame by frame, move stuff around a little bit and zoom in on stuff. And yeah, I still haven't really seen anything, but my eyes are open. I'm looking. I want to see what's up because there's always something super kind of interesting with Flanagan content. And
yeah.
His last 2 shows were absolutely fantastic, and this one's off to a great start as well. And just really intrigued to see where this goes.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
Nope.
Let's go.
Bless me, Lord, for I have sinned. Bless me, Lord, for I am going to sin.
What? I'm sorry?
Tomorrow morning I'm going to introduce myself to the parish and lie to them about Monsignor John Pruitt.
Okay.
They say he's recovering in a hospital on the mainland. Things may still go back to normal, that he may yet be the same as they remember.
This is the beginning.
When it starts, they'll be ready for what's to come, for the miracles that are to come.
That's just so wild.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Imagine.
No, like, I literally couldn't imagine.
See? Why did he cough?
Father?
Say hello to the new edition, Uba.
Uba. Uba.
Father?
That's definitely definitely not
Are you all
a good
right?
sign.
Should I call Dr. Gunning?
I mean, could the dog, the birds, and something else be the sacrifices for the miracles?
The cats, I mean?
Yeah, the cats.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what?
Fourth step can be very difficult, but I know you can do it.
We really not gonna talk about it? A miracle at St. Patrick's. You can have every resident with a bum knee and a head cold in the pews. Won't be surprised if you get a phone call from a reporter on the mainland. Might want to do a human interest story on little Leeza's recovery about the priest who healed her.
This isn't about publicity. I turned that down.
Beth wouldn't.
I just can't actually imagine that it'll summon that much interest outside of Crockett.
People would go nuts for that story.
Pretty rational guy. I can wrap my head around a misdiagnosis. It's all explainable. Except one thing. You had to know that she could walk. What would this community have thought of you if she hadn't?
What are you asking?
I'm asking, how did you know that?
He's right. He had to have known.
It was a feeling from God.
I could just feel it as she wheeled past me on that ramp. I felt so connected to her at that moment. That might be good enough for someone, but not for you.
He did give her a very interesting look that day when she
did.
came to the church.
He did.
I mean, he even mentioned the confession, or in the confessional, about the miracles that are going to come.
Yeah. Like, what is happening?
Do you want me to carry your backpack or
It's
something?
like the man who shot her dog died and now she's walking.
Right. Look, she can read a book without needing her glasses. He's like, look at me, babe. I don't know, my back doesn't hurt. Pay attention to me, woman.
What are you doing, Mom? What about your back?
Just dance with me.
They're really cute. Oh god. That just scared the shit out of me.
Nikki, Steven, and Uba reacts.
Ooh. Bah.
He's all up in the mix.
What is this shit though? What did you do? How come you never dance with me like that?
My back hurts.
You're the worst.
Fill up the extra Pruitts this week. There's quite a crowd out there.
Do we have another bottle?
You boys line up. I'll take care of it.
You giving everybody rat poison?
I don't think it's lit. My bad.
Lighter.
Let's go. 3 weeks ago,
Pouring out of his personal stash.
Rebirth, second chances, eternal life. That's a lot to wrap your head around. Eternity, it's an abstract, it's a metaphor, a colorful exaggeration, but not to God. And it shouldn't be for us either. God's gifts are as tangible as the ground beneath our feet.
So much passion when he's delivering his messages.
If you want to know why or how God's will shapes the world, so do I. I don't have all the answers. Nobody does. God gives us miracles very rarely, here and there, but mysteries.
Is he okay?
I mean, he threw up blood not that long ago.
I'm very sorry. I'm a little bit tired today. A tiny dizzy spell. It's past. I'm fine. Sorry. I'm very sorry. The more that we know, the less we bend. The more brittle we become.
What did she do?
She did something. She fucking did something.
The miracle's waiting for us here on Crockett Island. Not metaphors, not abstracts, not colorful exaggerations. No, rebirth.
Does she feel like she's not needed if he's around and like...
Lost in the world, lost in his mind. A horrible sandstorm overtook him.
I love these visuals.
Astonishing storms, seismic storms, storms that had even unearthed ancient ruins.
That's a damn huge storm. Unearthed ruins.
He saw before him there was a darkness in the dunes, door to some ancient ruin, a cave-like entrance that had just opened up in front of him until all light.
Fuck.
It's just a dizzy spell.
Fuck you want from me? You want to leave a guy alone? Fuck you!
Hello.
Shit.
Honesty is important, so we'll start there. I have hated you for years. And the things I've imagined doing to you, I want you to hurt. I want you to suffer. I want you to make those noises my dad made when he put his hand over the bullet hole in my spine. I want you to beg for my forgiveness so that I can tell you no. I want you to live in complete, absolute misery.
I'm sorry.
Damn right you're sorry! You stole from me, not just who I was, but who I could have been. You reached through time, Joe Colley. You reached through time and you stole. That's not why I came here today. I came here today. I forgive you. I forgive you, Joe Colley. I forgive you, and I see you now. And I'm still angry with you. But it's different. Even now, just saying it, it's different. Do you want to know why it's different? Because the only thing standing between you and a better life is you. The only thing standing in my way was hate. The only thing standing in your way is you. Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes the city. That's Proverbs 16:32. Joe, do you know what Proverbs means? It means wisdom. If God can forgive you, and he says he can, then I can forgive you. And if I can forgive you, Joe Colley, then anyone can.
Wow.
But let me be the first
That was really freaking powerful.
Given your religious affiliation, you might find the fact that your son is interested in the Bible offensive.
Not at all.
You're offensive.
Honestly, she is just terrible.
He knows all about Jesus. Muslims believe that Jesus is a prophet of God and that the Injil, the Bible, was revealed to him as the Torah was revealed to Moses before that. We love Jesus and we love the message that was revealed to him.
I suppose we learn something new every day, don't we?
Bev, not enough for you.
That's why there's so many versions of the Bible. People got in there, made their changes.
I don't think this is relevant.
We do, though, believe that the Bible contains some of the original word of God.
That's very generous.
Shut up, biatch. Let him talk.
I don't think that this is the place to discuss where our beliefs about Scripture might diverge.
Exactly. That's the issue. This is a public school. It's not the Bible itself, but that it was handed out. If I went around handing out copies of the Quran to the children on this island, well, I'd expect you to chase me out of town.
This is a public school. He's absolutely right, and I belong to the same congregation as most of you, so you know where I fall. Reading scripture in homeroom.
Why, Sheriff, of course.
I fucking hate this bitch. Bev can suck it.
It makes me sad that you would think that of me. Having a Bible present in the room. It's just a book in the room.
It's actually very different.
Kids can take them or leave them. If we had a Muslim faculty member and they quoted the Quran to the kids, I would be fine with that, so long as the text wasn't offensive.
I don't believe you.
A good deal of that text can be at times. That is not an attack, Sheriff.
That's exactly what it is.
Anything that I quote, I vet beforehand.
It's not actually the point that he's making.
And what is education?
Fucking Bev, dude. Somebody slap some duct tape on this bitch.
And in this case, current events, local events, where they beg further study.
Is someone gonna speak up?
Everybody's trying to, but they're trying to be nice.
We are living in a miraculous time. There are actual, bona fide miracles happening before our eyes at St. Patrick's. If the children of this community cannot discuss that in their local school, well, I just don't know what that is.
You don't even listen to anybody, Bev. It really devalues what you are saying when you don't allow anyone else to talk or have an opinion of any kind. It no longer matters that you're saying something good. You're now bullshit because you don't listen to anybody else.
She cut off both of them.
Everyone. Unless they have the same vision as her. That's not how that works.
You better be careful because she'll fucking poison you.
Word.
We're gonna have to start tying you down unless you want to shatter both hips.
Sarah, honey.
Mom.
Where have I been? Somewhere dark. But just now, it's like I woke up.
What the hell?
And there you are. Am I beautiful?
Mom?
Nobody wants their parent to have to go through this and then forget who you are. And now she's remembering.
When did you move me into the living room?
Oh my god.
This is a lot.
Sorry, I'm late.
Told you we'd catch on. We're a trio now.
Hey! The only thing standing in your way is you, Joe.
I walked up the length of the whole goddamn island and I figured, what happened for her, it happened here at St. Patrick's. I mean, that's what everybody's saying. So I figured, fuck it. And I came here and then Father Paul tells me, you guys have this meeting.
So, Leeza's forgiven you. And I heard your confession today, and God forgave you. Who does that leave?
I guess I'm not as quick to forgive as they are.
Not really in a position to say anything to anyone about their drinking.
No, I'm sorry, it's bullshit. Do you remember that first time? You remember that Riley who walked in here, arms folded, walls up? I remember him. Think about him for a minute.
I love this pastor.
I think there's something you can say to Joe that I can't, that nobody else can. And that's what this is for, so don't bullshit me. Just do it.
I fucking love him. I would go to church just to listen to him. He's honest. Feels like. And
you showed up, Joe. You're here. That's enough. It won't be forever, but for tonight it is. For tonight, it's everything.
Unless there's something else that he is hiding.
Dude, he is not doing well.
Being in there with you and Father Paul talking like that under this fucking circumstance where I feel like maybe my life might be worth. I mean, after all that.
Dude, this is fucking emotional.
I'm struggling over here.
Shows to go, you don't. Never assume.
Word.
I'm glad you're there, Joe. Wait, you really are, aren't you? What a fucking trip. Only person who ever gave a damn about me was my sister. She left Crockett ages ago.
Everything that's happening feels so positive, but
there's a darkness there.
I feel like Bev is like just this dark cloud that's just floating over everything that's happening. And Father Paul's obviously very sick.
Does it ever get any different for people like us?
I don't think so. Nothing around us changes. Maybe if we work really hard, then maybe we become different. Then maybe at least it feels different.
Used to becoming different people.
I wanted to go to St. Patrick's Sunday just to check it out.
No, I don't think so. You're not a Christian.
Well, that wasn't up to me, was it? None of this has been up to me. I know Leeza pretty well, actually, and her case it's a miracle. It just is.
No, that isn't how it works, Ali. That isn't how Allah...
That's a tough conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If God really worked that way, if he decided that he was going to heal some people and not others, if he chose to spare some and not others, if he handed Leeza Scarborough a miracle, but let a child die of a brain tumor across the way on the mainland. No, that's not how it works, Ali.
This is some heavy, heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how exciting the stories are, it's not magic.
Fuck!
The hell?
Father? Oh, God, not again.
What's wrong with him?
Dude, what do you...
Call the doctor? Bev knows what she did.
What the fuck?
Darkness, it was darkness in those ruins. No light, every step forward, a step into nothing.
Dude, did she fucking poison him?
That's what I feel like she did. But why would she poison him? Everything was going so well. What the fuck is that?
What in the hell?
Is that a fucking vampire?
Feels like it's like the devil.
How does he know about all this?
Angel.
What?
And he was sore afraid. As a hand in the dark, a hand outstretched, stigmata, the wound of the Lord. And from the angel's wrist, the blood of life flowed, and a new word took shape. Drink. Take this, all of you, and drink from it. This is my blood, the blood of the new and everlasting covenant.
He's actually bleeding.
These words in the old man's old mind again and again and again and again as he drank.
Holy shit, this is wild.
Monsignor John Pruitt woke the next morning. He raised a hand to shield him from the sun. His hand was young again.
Wait, is that?
Behind me, an angel of the Lord, afraid of the light, hiding in shadows, and I bowed. I wept.
So that's Monsignor Pruitt.
That's how he knew.
Was that what was in the trunk? Is his angel?
Packed it with antiquities, and I'd leave the rest to God, leave it to God, that I might bring it safely home to the people who needed it most. And by your grace, I did.
Is that what he's pouring into the wine? Is the angel's blood?
Forgive me, Lord, for the small lies I must tell in your service.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Dude, this is a lot. Did you just call him Monsignor?
Yeah.
The hell, that's him. I don't even know where to start.
I don't either.
This is so wild. That was an insanely emotional episode too.
Yeah, that was a lot. I mean, Leeza forgave Joe.
That whole conversation was just so powerful. Just like, 'cause she came in like strong, like
I came here to
angry
hate you.
and
Yeah.
like.
I
And
mean,
then,
as who would not
Yeah,
be angry? But
absolutely.
Would she have gotten to that point if she'd not been able to walk again? I don't know.
I doubt it.
But the whole thing about, like, you reached through time to take away things from me I didn't even have yet. And it's like, that
was
that statement right there. And it's like anything that you do to somebody that hurts them, you're literally reaching through time and taking away things that they didn't even have yet. Like, that's so good. That's so powerful.
It's like the messages in this show are just insane. And now we've got all this stuff happening. All these miracles playing out. I mean, even with Joe, like, coming to that, like...
It's an AA meeting.
Like, the conversation, it's like the ripple effect of all this stuff playing out, which caused Leeza to go there to talk to him, which caused him to go do this, which is just... It's changing. Like, everybody's changing. And it's just...
Except for Bev.
I mean, Bev is just...
Like, is she poisoning him?
She is a problem. Was that like...
No.
Did she poison him to see if he would come back to life as, like, this miracle worker?
That sounds like something this bitch would do.
Because he was coughing up the way I feel like...
Somebody that was poisoned.
Not that I have any experience in that.
Yeah, right. I was coughing up shit.
It's just like... she is a problem.
She's weird.
And the crazy thing
not
is...
in a good way either.
Like, everyone knows...
That she's...
But they're all, like, scared of her.
Yeah.
As they probably should be.
No one would talk over her at the school meeting, and I was like...
And then they gave her
Bitch, I'm
applause.
gonna fucking punch you. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
She is a horrible person.
Literally, she's just completely missing Sheriff's point. And, like, Miss Green can't say shit. Bev just, like, has to feel the need, like, I'm important. Y'all need to listen to me. And it's like, as I said during the reaction, that's not how this shit works. Just because somebody has a differing opinion from you doesn't mean you don't have to listen to them, because that's not how this works.
Yeah, it's just so crazy. Like, because, like I mentioned, like, there's so much positive, I feel like, happening. And she's just this horrible cloud that's just, like, downing everything.
Yeah.
It just brings all the mood down and just kind of ruins the whole vibe of all the positive that's potentially playing out. And
well, she sees like this is all happening because of this, and like she refuses to like listen to anything. And it's like, dude, just...
It's like, God forbid you have somebody who's got a different religious belief on your island.
Like, it's yours, like, even. It's like she's taking ownership of the island, too.
Yeah, I mean...
I like how Joe was like, it's your money laundering.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. But this whole thing with Monsignor, Father Paul, like, what?
That's so crazy.
That doesn't feel like an angel.
No, that is... But is that what... So he brought that thing in the trunk.
Is that the creature that's been killing people? Or killing things?
The cat.
But what about the one kid who walked into the house and was like repeating?
Oh, right. Maybe the thing needed to eat. But like, so he's been taking the blood from that angel and giving it to the congregation to heal them. That's what the wine is. The wine is this angel's blood.
Yeah, so back pain, eyesight,
walking.
It's just, this is such a crazy show. And like, I'm not a massive religious person. Mm-mm. I went to like Catholic school all the way through high school and stuff. And even my university is very religious. And like, this stuff hits really hard.
It does. I mean, I went to Christian school, private school, from kindergarten to 10th grade.
So I understand, like, when he's reciting all that stuff, like, I know all of it. I remember all of it. And just, for those that are hardcore into their religion, like, how does this show hit you? Because it's hitting, like, I'm not a big religious person, and it's hitting hard over here. Like, this is just seeing all this stuff play out, and just everything that's happening in this show is really deep and heavy. Mm-hmm. And it's...
But I really liked what Sharif was telling his son, you know? That's not how this works. It's not like, I'm going to allow a child with a brain tumor to die in the mainland so that somebody on an island can walk again.
It's a really tough conversation to have. And, I mean, on the flip side of that, I feel like as a parent, you have to let your child explore.
Yes, but I feel like he thinks that he's exploring for the wrong reasons. He's exploring for some magic to happen. He's not exploring because he wants to learn about different religions. Gosh, we haven't even had this conversation with our kids yet. Our kids are 9 and 7.
Yeah.
When do you have that conversation?
I'm sure we'll get there one day soon. But yeah, that just thinking about myself in that spot when our kids are that old, I feel like the right thing to do is, again, under the right circumstances, is to let them have a mind of their own and let them discover things on their own.
They do have minds of their own, and they will.
But the idea is, like you mentioned, it's got to be on the right. You got to be doing it for the right reasons, and not sure what the exact reason is. And it almost sounded more like, oh, all the kids in my school are going there. Like I want to be part of that.
That's
kind of thing.
Not how that works.
It's not probably the best motivation, but
yeah, just because everybody's doing it.
This show is through 3 episodes. I'm like blown away because it's taking us
how much they've packed into 3 episodes.
Yeah, the episodes are really long, but the story is incredible. It's super interesting. That was an hour and 5 minutes. It didn't feel like it was over an hour. There's the conversations and the way they talk and just everything that they're incorporating throughout this story is just, it's pretty wild. And 3 episodes, I feel like we've watched an entire season.
Right.
Like it's...
I mean, we've watched 3 movies, technically.
Yeah. I'm very fascinated to see where this goes because there's still a whole lot of stuff at play here. There's still a lot going on. And now we've got this giant question mark about Monsignor. Like, what? 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 I thought it was funny how you asked the question, like, how does he know all this? It's like, oh, well, he fucking lived through it. Like, what in the hell? Whew. Wild. Do you have any other thoughts on that episode? That was emotional.
Not really.
That was kind of tiring because of how emotional it was. It was a lot. So yeah, leave your guys' comments down below.
Be nice to each other.
Of course, always be nice to each other.
Because just because you have a different opinion doesn't make it wrong.
Yeah, and we will see you guys later for the next one. Bye.